All right, we're live again. Sorry about that. All right, sorry about that. I screwed up. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're live. We're back. It's all good. I didn't know the stream started, and I was talking to somebody voice text. Anyway, here we are. Yes, we are. I'm looking for a picture. I'm going to put up real quick. There it is. Is God man? Oh, that's not a good one. What the heck? Let me try this again. All right. So anyway, I'm putting up a picture for the thumbnail. But anyway, welcome. We're live tonight on this Monday evening. It was Memorial Day today, so shout out to the veterans who died for the country, and there's a lot of them. A lot of them. No matter what happened, I don't know what happened, but at the end of the day, they died. So anyway, I'm looking for the. I'm looking for a picture that I just had a minute ago. I'm seeing some nuance. Man, why? I lost the picture I just had. Oh, there it is. Got it. Yes. Shalom again. I'm here for the duration. We're just gonna do a little study tonight. I want to draw some things to people's attention. I want to show people that well, just what I see in the Bible. Let's put it that way. There's my picture. I think. Maybe it's on two there. No, it's fine. All right. So here's the picture that I'm going to put on the thumbnail. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Well, hey, Malone, how are you doing? Long time no see. Wow. Is that you, Malone? The icon's over the picture. You dropped off your last live. I know. I screwed up. Hey, D, how you doing tonight? Good to see you, Malone. How you been? Is that you? Anyway, good to see you. Welcome to everybody. Hey, Malone. Yeah, long time. Good to see you. How you been doing? Hope all's been doing well. D, how was your day? Grace, how was your day? You're doing okay? Awesome. I spent the entire day outside. Got some plants to put them in the ground. I planted the green beans. Actually, I spent most of my day ripping out the garden boxes that I haven't done yet, and I cut the grass, and I took the little lawnmower and did the little stuff, and just came in. I came in. I baked 2 egg rolls in the toaster oven. And I came and I ate one, and I thought, well, I'm too full to eat the other one. So I went to reach to put the other one back into the toaster oven. I burnt my arm, big burn on my inside of my arm. So I'm putting aloe juice on it, aloe stuff. Anyway, so I hope you're all doing well. It took away the burn. I tell you, when you get burned, if you have the best thing is to buy aloe vera plant. Aloe vera plant. It's good for a lot of stuff: scratches, cuts, burns, whatever else. I don't even know what else, but it's really good. It's better than burn cream. But yeah, I got a big burn on my arm now, and I just came in. The mosquitoes were chasing me on the riding lawnmower because it was getting dark out. I went to a clinic today to have a UTI. I called the pharmacy to see if my prescription was ready, but they were closed for Memorial Day. I'll pick up. Oh yeah, a pharmacy was closed on Memorial Day. I thought they never closed. Well, sorry to hear that, Dee, but I'm glad you're getting that taken care of. Yeah, it was Memorial Day Monday. Everything was, well, not everything. I went to the nursery today, the tree nursery place, and um they were open. Well, I live like in a vacation town, so this is a lot of people were up here over the weekend kicking off the summer vacation. So we had a lot of vacationers in town today. So we had our. That's the only one I tried, and I know that I asked people yesterday if the little or I asked them on Friday if they were going to be closed. Oh, no, I asked yesterday. It was Sunday. I don't. I'm getting mixed up with the date. Yesterday was Sunday. I asked them yesterday. So the little grocery store was going to be open till 5 or something. I thought it was odd. They were. I bet. Thinking, why are they closed? How come there's no cars here? D, how uncomfortable. We'll pray for you. Yes. Thank you, Grace. Yeah. Hope you're okay, D. I hope everything gets cleared up. I don't think I've ever had a UTI, but I worked in a doctor's office. I've seen thousands of them, and I've done hundreds of thousands of urinalysis on people. I used to work in a lab with pee and blood. That's right. And some poop. Oh, yeah, we had poop coming in. Poop, pee, blood. And occasional and saliva, too, because we did strep screens and throat culture, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, I dealt with pee, blood, and spit. That's what you're doing when you work in the lab in the doctor's office. Anyway. But yeah, I don't think I ever had one, but I've seen a lot of people. In fact, some people got them all the time. And I wonder why that is. It's got to be something they're eating. It's something that they're consuming. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that get it. They've got them all the time. Yeah, we got all the goodies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The pharmacy reps used to. We used to. I got clocks. I used to have. Man, I had to have Prozac clocks. Um, Viagra clocks. Clocks from everywhere. Pens, all kinds of things for your desk. Hidden treasures too sometimes, yeah. My favorite was when they brought the food in at lunchtime for their meetings, and then when the meeting was done, they'd give us the okay, and we could all go in there and eat what was left. You should see nurses when they're hungry, man. You know what I mean? Right, Grace? You know, you worked with nurses. We were nurses. You don't get we're nurses way when they're hungry. All right, hold on a second. Let me put the thumbnail on here. Oh, I might have to get some water, you guys. Drop the ball on that. I had trouble coming on. And then when I did come on, I didn't know I was on. I was talking text to voice talk, and I thought, whoops, I'd been on for like 2.5 minutes. I don't even know what I just said. I better delete that. All right, I gotta put the just a second. Put the thumbnail on. Oh, come on. Oh, it's on a download. Like I can't find it. There it is. All right. So, yeah. There it is. All right. So we're all thumbnailed up. Sorry I came on late. Like I said, I had trouble. Well, first I stayed outside too long. Well, not really. I liked it. The mosquitoes couldn't even catch up to me when I was on my riding lawnmower. A couple did, but most couldn't catch up. So that was good. Oh crap. Oh crap. I just put my thumbnail on the wrong video. The one I just deleted. So anyway, so that's the plan. We're gonna see is God a male? Is he a man? A male? Is he a male? Is he a male right now? Hold on a second. Mute this thing before it starts. So is he a male? Because pretty sure that means that you have a penis. You know what I mean? The difference between a man and a woman. But we're going to look into that. Well, that's the way it used to be anyway. Now the pronouns and the genders are off the chart. It's too bad we even have to have a chart for genders. You know what I mean? I heard somebody say one time, if I had a nickel for every gender out there, I'd have 2 nickels because there's 2. But I can't say that because, I want to be politically correct and everything so I don't get violate any YouTube stuff. So I don't have nothing to do with opinion on that. Anyway, so we're going to look at a few things that I hope will make people think. Is God a man? And why do we think he's a man? Why do we think God is a man? Because you call him Father? All right, well, we'll see about that. So now, you guys, tonight, tonight, I was gonna do something on Sodom and Gomorrah, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I stayed on my lawnmower too late, and then when I got on here, I couldn't get on, and then when I got on, I didn't know I was on, and anyway, so now it's kind of but anyway, when I came in, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do Sodom and Gomorrah tomorrow. But I got a surprise for you guys. I got a surprise that it's a mind blower. And I meant to do this a while ago, like a month or 2 ago. And it's kind of been on the back burner. But I found out some stuff about Sodom and Gomorrah. And that'll just blow your mind. And I was going to do that tonight. Like I said, I just was out playing too long. Nobody called me in when it got dark out. All right. Anyway, so all right. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna so tonight though we're gonna find out, is God a man, and is he a male, man, boy, guy? What do we got? Oh. All right, now I got the thumbnail up. Okay, now I can think straight again. I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. It's kind of hard to talk to you guys and upload a thumbnail, but I just did. All right, so I'm gonna pray us in, and then here's that thing again, you guys. Here's that ghost. Let me show you. Oh, he just left. Oh, he heard me. Oh man, there he is. There he is. Oh no. Oh man, Elvis is out there, but there's a ghost out there too, and I want to show you guys. It floats around, like looks at me, and then takes off. I'm going to show you. Well, hey John, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. I was looking away. I just saw orbs. Ouch. You just clawed me down there, kid. You did a big stretch and just scraped the crap out of my leg. All right. All right. Trying to put this in the holder without disconnecting it. How you doing tonight, John? So tonight we're gonna look. Yeah, he better pay his rent. Maybe it's Elvis living in my camper. Well, he better not be. I did notice there was some wrinkles in the bed, like somebody had laid on it, but I didn't think nothing of it. In fact, he's looking even clearer than ever. In fact, look at, there's even orbs all over him. Let me show you. Here's Elvis. He's in my backyard again. Elvis Presley. There he is. See him? Let's see. I have a pointer here. All right. Here's Elvis Presley. Here's his hair. His eyes, his nose. Here's his teeth, his mouth, his eyes. Yeah, and see the orbs flying around him? Look at the orbs, you guys. See, there's no orbs here. Maybe 1 or 2. Look at this one. Look at the orbs around Elvis. Man, he's rock and rolling tonight. Look at that. Orbs all over him. Other ones don't have the orbs, but I just had a ghost on here a minute ago. Yeah, there he is. The eyes are coming in. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's coming in a lot clearer, actually. The whole face is coming in clear. Yeah, so anyway, he's hanging out there. I keep hearing blah, 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 blue. Christmas. It is a rapture sign. Maranatha, see you in the air. Oh, I was like, I don't want this thing falling. Yes, that is Elvis. I got ghosts, orbs, all kinds of stuff, and stray cats. But you know what? The stray cats got rid of the pigeons. And then the other day, one of the pigeons had the nerve to come back and go up, and Caleb's barking. I'm like, Caleb, you know the pigeons aren't here anymore. And I turn around and there's one up there. I'm like, you got to be kidding. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. And it wouldn't leave. It was up back where it was going to put a nest, up where the nesting here. I'm like, oh, heck no, you ain't going to nest in here again. Heck no, I just got rid of them, cleaned up the poop. You're not coming back. And so I said, get out of here, get out of here. She wouldn't leave, whatever it was, wouldn't leave. So I picked up some pebbles and started throwing, and they're way up high. My I think it's like 30 feet high, my roof. Anyway, it's really a tall building. So I'm trying to whip pebbles up there. And anyway, I thought, that does it. I'm going to get the hose. So I go to get the hose, and I came back, and she's gone. I thought, all right, at least she's gone. She got the point, right? Well, no. I did a bunch of stuff. And then I sprayed up there just in case she was hiding, and she wasn't. And so I thought, all right, she got the point. And I did a bunch of stuff, came back, locked up. Now, today I went out there. Guess what? She comes flying out of nowhere. I'm like, why are you in here again? Anyway, she took off. She better not come back. Anyway, I'm feeding the cats out there. They've been getting rid of her. Whatever. I can't tell the boys from the girls. I don't know which one it was. But I thought, oh, heck no, you ain't going to lay no eggs in here. This ain't starting over. Pretty soon I got about 75 birds out there. All babies having babies. Now you got like 300. Out. This is not a bird sanctuary. You know what? I got a lot of buildings on my property, and many of them are open. The door is open, or there is no door, or there's stalls to park. There's so many places these birds can be, but not in my garage. And so just no excuse. You know what I mean? Anyway, what are you gonna do? So you guys got a lot going on, weird stuff about my court case and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, and the planting, I'm so happy. I'm almost got everything planted. Well, no, I'm sorry. I don't. I almost have my boxes done. I should say that. My box, I got pulled away for some other stuff last week for this court stuff, and I didn't have my boxes ready. So anyway, but as long as I have my stuff in by the end of May, I think I'll feel good. Last year, the last thing I got in was like around my birthday, after about the first week of June, and everything turned out fine. So as long as I have everything in, by the end of the week, I'll be just fine. It's going to be a short week, though, because it's Monday already. Doesn't feel like Monday. Felt like Sunday. I had some people come down. You guys, I had some people come down from Grand Marais. Now, Grace would know where that is. It's the very, very tip of Minnesota up by Canada. You can't get any further than that. It was 3 hours for them to come down to get some furniture. Kathy, you know those metallic-y looking ribbons that little girls have on their bicycle handlebars? They have ribbons like that to scare birds away. Hang some to keep your pigeons out of your... Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it could. Yeah, the ones that like glitter and sparkle. Yeah, otherwise I got to keep keep the door shut all the time. Because I go out and cut the grass and come in and everybody moved in? I got pigeons living there and I just went and cut the grass and you don't even see them go in there. Anyway, they were scared off by the cats. Yeah. So you mean like sparkly, glittery looking, yeah. Good idea, Grace. I'd have to put them outside the door because there's no, not really wind inside the barn. The pigeon, yeah, one came back yesterday. So we go out to the barn and the dogs like, when I open up the pole barn, the dogs can't wait to get in because they go crazy about the pigeons. Well, they're just starting to learn that there are no more pigeons in there, right? So they're kind of done doing that. They know there's no pigeons in there because it's been a few weeks. It's been probably a month or two, few months maybe. So anyway, they're not like going crazy about the pigeons. But yesterday, Caleb's barking right up where the pigeons used to nest. I'm like, no, Caleb, the pigeons aren't here anymore. And he kept barking. I turned around and there's a pigeon. I'm like, oh, heck no, you're not coming back in here. And I'm like, get out of here. And it wouldn't get out of here. So I took some pebbles, started throwing them up there. And she's just walking around where I can't get her. And I'm thinking, oh, all right, I'm getting the hose. I went to go get the hose. I came back. She's gone. Well, what she did, she didn't leave. What she did, she went to the back of the barn and hid because there's another nesting area way in the back. It's like 75 feet long, you know what I mean? So I don't know how long it is, 100 feet. I don't even know. 75 feet. Anyway, it's way in the back where I couldn't see her. She's hiding. I thought she left, but yeah, I don't want them back ever. Nasty things. Give my dogs fleas. Poop on all my stuff, my air compressor, my truck, everything, anything, and me. When I walk in, they time it so it hits on my shoulder, my hair, whatever. That is not an accident because they got to put their butt over the edge to do it. Anyway, they ain't fooling me. All right. So that is the plan for tonight. We're just going to go over, is God a man? Or no, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, is God male? I did it wrong. Hold on a second. Come back. All right, a second. All right. So I'm going to pray us in and then we will. I just screwed up. All right. And then tomorrow, I think we'll be doing this Sodom and Gomorrah thing. I said I kind of forgot. I had that one on the back burner for a while, and then I saw a video yesterday or the day before. Kind of thought, oh yes, I do have to. I have to do. We gotta do that once. I got a really interesting study on Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's see. Is God a male? Is what I wanted to say, not man. Is God a male? Oh my God, my cat just deuced it up. Ugh. You smell it all the way from here. All right. There it is. Is God male? That's what I wanted to put on the title. All right. So we're going to go find out why tonight. Why are people calling God a man, a father, a he, all the pronouns or whatever? Pronouns. Goodness, you guys, my cat just... Oh, cat stinks. All right. I got a handicapped cat now. It's got like gas problems. He's old. His hair is falling out. He's really old. All right. I'll be interested to hear what you found. I've been looking at... Oh, yeah. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah? Yeah, that'll be tomorrow night. I was going to do it tonight, but like I said, I got to set more things up than what I'm doing tonight. So, all right. 9 o'clock comes fast because it doesn't even get dark now till 9, which I just love. I love this time of year. It's like my favorite time of year. All right, so there we go. I saw a video from what's her name? Gracefully, or what's her name? Grace. I'm thinking of Grace Styles. Gracefully. What's her name? You guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway, she put up a video showing about I don't know, a bunch of stuff. But anyway, she had a little segment in there about Target stores. So she brought her little girl to a Target store to show you the LGBT agenda that they're pushing. Yeah, that's what it is, Dee. Thank you. Really graceful. That's what it is. Yes. So she put up a video, I think it was yesterday. It was a really good one. Really good. A lot of information. But anyway, there was a little segment in there about her going. She went to Target to see what this is all about. This gay pride stuff, they're doing it for kids. And oh yeah. Anyway, she showed a bunch of stuff there. But anyway, yeah, Target. You know when I go into, you know what I was thinking when I was watching her, I don't go to Target anymore. It used to be my favorite store. I used to have a Target charge card. I used to go there all the time. But anyway, I've once in a while I have to go in there, like not, I don't know, maybe like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I had the 2 foster cats that I was trying to find a home for. Ended up keeping one of them, Bosco, but the brother, he was peeing on my brand new stove. I had a brand new gas stove, paid $1,000 for. The cat used to piss on the stove. It was pissing on my desk, all over, like anything I owned. So like, and I was bending over backwards for this cat, man, giving it canned food and just trying to, like, I don't know why. Anyway, it was trying to dominate the place. So anyway, came over and it peed on my camera, my Canon camera that I've had for work forever, because I did consignment sales, and I used this camera for 10, 12 years. And not that long ago, I went and bought a new one because it had just worn out. So I had a new Canon camera. It was a really nice camera. I don't know, $300, couple $100. I don't know, 250, 300. Anyway. And so I went back because that's where I bought my original one. So I go back to get another camera. And when I walked into Target, and I hadn't been at Target in a long time because that's where I had to go get my camera. That's where I bought the first one. So I went back there. You walk in there and it looks like half the lights are burnt out. It looks like, like sometimes they used to, back in the old days, like when they used to close the stores at 8 or 9 o'clock, whatever, sometimes what they do, they start shutting the lights off to get your attention. They'd say, bring all your stuff to the front counter, we're closing, or whatever. And sometimes they would even start like shutting a few lights off to get you up there, get you out of there. But anyway, last time I went to Target, I was gonna look at a Canon camera to replace it, and it was so dreary and just creepy in there. Like I said, it felt like half the lights were burnt out. It was really dark, dreary, and weird people. Hardly no customers. I mean, that place was like empty, and the customers they did have were like The Walking Dead. It was just the weirdest thing. Anyway, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Did the camera stuff and got out of there. Used to be my favorite place. Can't stand it. In fact, you know what? that same exact Target in North St. Paul. That's the Target my mom used to bring me to when I was a little kid. Now I remember picking out school clothes there. My mom always went to that Target. I remember they built it. And at the end of the store, they had a liquor store, and my mom was totally cool with that. So we'd go shopping. She'd hit the liquor store, and then we'd go home. But I remember my mom with the cigarette in her mouth while we were smoking a cigarette while we were picking out school clothes. I remember my mom standing in line smoking. My mom was a chain smoker. I remember waiting in checkout line, bunch of people smoking, and when they were done smoking, they dropped the cigarette on the floor and step on it. That was in Target when I was growing up. Now they won't even sell a cigarette. Can you imagine, like, people who are super sensitive to cigarettes, like they get their clothes home and they smell like cigarettes? It's crazy. It's always been one of my least favorite. Oh, I used to love it back like in the early '80s, and I loved Target, and I loved their clearance stuff. And I got married in 1980, and that's the store I always went to. It was close. It was the store I grew up with. So yeah, all through the '80s when my kids were growing up, oh yeah, it was Target all the way. Like I said, I eventually quit going, and they they opened up Walmart. Walmart was cheaper than Target, so eventually I just kind of drifted from Target over to Walmart. And I lived in Vadnais Heights, and they built a brand new Walmart like a mile from my house. So we swapped over to that. I liked Kmart. Yeah, I liked Kmart too. We used to call it came apart. I guess everything you bought there came apart. Anyway, I liked it. We still had one up until recently. But yeah, anyway, Target gave me the creeps. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Like I said, it was dark and dreary. Like I guess like half the lights were shut off. I'm like, why does it look like they're closing? Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'll be back there soon. And as a matter of fact, when I go down to the cities, I have to one of the banks I can use, because I got a credit union, but there is a branch that's not a branch, but there's a different anyway. So I go to the bank right next to Target stores, and even though I need stuff, I will not go into Target. That's where I bank, right next to it, though. You know, no thanks. So anyway, we will get started here. Yeah, how about the blue light specials at Kmart? You know what I just saw? When I go over to my other channel Kathy Exposing Evil, I get all these different channels get suggested to me. A lot of TV channels, like I think it's like mainstream stuff. I don't know. Probably because I never watch videos on my other channel, so it doesn't know what to give me. You know what I mean? But I just got a suggestion in my other channel. It was a whole movies of people shopping in Kmart in the 1980s, and people shopping in the 70s, and I don't know. But anyway, I got one. People shopping at Kmart in the 80s, 1980s. It's kind of cool. It's from when they get out of their car in the parking lot. All the cars are from the 1980s. And it's just, and then they go in there, and it's just everybody's the hairstyles, the clothes, just crazy, man. It's crazy, man. All right. So, thank you, Father, for this day and all we have, and blessing us with this gathering. And we pray for healing for Dee. We pray for healing for Grace, and we always thank you for hearing our prayers. Amen. So, anyway, I'm telling you that aloe already like soothed my burn. Doesn't even burn anymore. I got burned good, man. Sticking that egg roll back in the oven, and burned it big time. Aloe is the bomb. It's the way to go. Stops the burn. All right, so let's figure out why people think God is a male, okay? Besides the obvious fact that the males are the ones that felt they were dominant back then, and they were the superior of the two genders, and that like women didn't matter. So men writing the Bible, do you think they're going to make God a woman? No. Anyway, so but where do we get the idea that God is a male? Because he never once said, I'm a man. You know that? God never said, I'm a male. And you know what? In order to be a male, as opposed to a female, you have to have male genitals. Now, does God have a body? No. Does he have a penis? No. So what makes him a man or a male? What makes him a male? If he has no body, then how is he a male? Besides the men that write the Bible and all that, because I'm going to show you the difference between the, again, like always, Old Testament versus New Testament. Old Testament versus New Testament. Always two completely books. Might as well be two different. Might as well just tear the two apart and just call it a day, because one has nothing to do with the other. The Christian Bible is just stapled to the Old Testament to get it some traction. You know what I mean? Anyway. So how do we know that? Okay, so how does the writers of the Bible know that God is male? Okay, I'll tell you my belief first of all, just so you don't have to guess. My belief is God is neither male or female. He's a spirit. Spirit. And any account of God has always been a very bright light that you can't look at. And so obviously nobody has seen God, right? So how do they know he's a male? If you've not seen him, how do you know he's a male? And if God never said, I am a male, then why do we think he's a male? And what makes him a male? All right, so let's look at a few things. We're going to look at a few things. What makes God a male? Well, they call him Father. Yeah. But why do we call him Father? Well, Old Testament, New Testament, two different things. You know what? I've never seen this before. I'm going to show you something I've never seen. Google doing this. Have you ever seen Google without pitching something? It's weird. This should say Memorial Day. It does when you put the thing up there, but there's no decoration. There's no nothing. It's weird. I've never seen it just plain like that. That's weird. Well, there is a YouTube prophet that claims to see God shopping at Walmart. Yeah, but my question is, here's a question for anybody who thinks you saw God's face. I have a question for you. Okay, if you saw God's face and you say that God is a man, I have a question for you. Well, two questions. Was he a white man, an Asian man, or a black man? Well, he was a white man. It's always a white man, isn't it? Oh, interesting. The white men who wrote the Bible made God a white man. Huh, go figure. Made God a white man. All right? Think about that. Because you will never see God as a black man. If he's a man, why is he automatically white? Why isn't he a male? Okay, so let's look at some tradition, because I got a lot to say about this. And anyway, traditional gender stereotypes. Okay, now I had to put traditional in there because you wouldn't believe if you type in gender stereotypes. Anyway, this goes because the times we're in. Anyway, but traditional gender, so feminine. So is it because God has is a stereotypical male or not? Well, let's look at the stereotypes of gender. Now, this really, today, some men are feminine and some women are masculine, especially with the hormones and everything else that got going on. But anyway, so actually a lot of women can have both traits and a lot of men can have both traits. So anyway, so feminine, not aggressive, dependent, easily influenced, submissive, passive. My question is, so if God is a male, okay, so does he have a male body? No. Does he have only male attributes, stereotypes? No. God is all these. God gave all these and all these. Now, what makes God a male? His body. All right, okay, so if I saw a man walking down the street, why would I say he's a man? Well, because of the way he looks, and we've never seen God, so you can't judge God by the way he looks, by the way his stereotypes, like feminine or masculine. Okay, is God only masculine? No. God's the one who invented all these female and masculine stereotypes. So God can have both feminine and masculine attributes. Some same YouTube prophet claims to have captured Jesus, Elijah, and Enoch on camera when he took a picture of a chemtrail. Yeah, I saw that in your thing about that. Yeah, it's more witchcraft, ain't it? So, where am I at over here? All right, so things you would judge. So if you saw a person, you would judge them to be a male because, well, they have a male body. Well, God doesn't have a body. He has a male personality. Well, God has male and female personality traits. What else? What else? Genitals? Well, God doesn't have genitals. How do you know somebody is a male? If you can't see them, you can't tell if they're male. If you can't pull their pants down, you don't know what they are. If they have both feminine and masculine traits, you still don't know. So how do you know God's a male? You understand? All the ways that we identify somebody as male or female, we can't do that with God. We can't do that with God. So let me see here. Is God a man? So, though church teaching, in line with its doctors, holds that God has no literal sex because God possesses no body, a prerequisite of sex. Classic and scriptural understanding states that God should be referred to in most contexts as a masculine by analogy. Well, you can't do that, can you? Because he also has female traits. All right, so let's go over here. Let me think. Oh, by the way, here's another verse. So I'm going to show you some scriptures here. Isaiah 64. Where is it here? Is it 64? Yeah, it is. No eye has seen God beside you who acts for those who wait for him. Now, if you go through here, Isaiah 64. We've just went through Isaiah. And then I'm going to show you Isaiah 66, 14. Oops. 14. Oh, I'm sorry, 13. I should have been 13. That same. Oh, wait, sorry about that. 13. All right, guys, let's look at a few scriptures. As well, he's a father. He says, right. Now, what is the father? The head of the house, right? A father traditionally is the head of the household. 66:13. Isaiah, as one whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you. You shall be comforted in Jerusalem. So he's going to comfort you like a mother. Does that mean that God is a mother? I mean, you see how you can play this game both ways? Well, it says he's our father, right? But I'm going to read 3 Bible verses where he says he's also your mother. As one whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you. How about Hosea? So he's also referred to as a mother. You understand? Does that make him a female? No. As a matter of fact, I saw, it's funny. I was working in my garden today and I saw something. It was so weird. It looked like it was round. And I went to grab it because it was this round thing. It almost looked like a giant cap to a pop bottle or something. It was tan and it was round. So I thought, well, how'd that get in here? And I went to grab it and it was a snake. And it uncoiled and took off and anyway, it was a tiny little snake. And I said, oh, where did he go? I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but you always refer to something as a he, you know what I mean? All right, 13:8. Hosea 13:8. I will fall upon them like a bear robbed of her cubs. I will tear open their breasts, and there I will devour them like a lion, as a wild beast would rip them open. Now, is God a mama bear? Is God the mother bear? Because he's going to act like a mother bear and rip people to shreds. Now, so is God a mama bear because he said, I'm going to be a mama bear and I'm going to rip them to shreds like a mama bear would? Is he a mom? Is he a mother? What am I doing? Isaiah 42:12. Let me keep going. All right. Another one. Let them give glory to the Lord. Oh, this ain't it. 42:12. I might have wrote it down. Oh, yeah. No? Oh, I wonder if that was the 13. Anyway, you get the point. There are Bible verses where it says he's a father, but it's also Bible verses that says he's a mother. So if you can't claim one without the other. Let me shut some of these so I can. Now we're also going to check this out. Oh, sorry, shut it off. I'm at the Bible. This is where Mark gets his Bible verses every day. He just types something in and reads. This is what he reads off. He says he spends hours doing it. No, it's about 20 seconds to type this in. God the Father. Now, if you notice, most of the Father things are in the New Testament. Why? Because if you have a Son God, you have to have a Father. If you have a Trinity, you have to have a Father. So you understand the motives of the New Testament to have a Father, right? So most of these are in the New Testament, our Father. 1 Corinthians, Ephesians, Matthew. And here's one from the Old Testament, Psalm. Father of the fatherless and protector of the widows is God in his holy habitation. Now, He's a father to the fatherless and a protector to the widows. That's what they say about him being a father. Okay, now Isaiah 64:8. He's saying, "You are our father. We are the clay. You are our potter. We are all the work in your hand." So again, they're not saying he's a male. Now, obviously, like I said, white males are telling you God is a white male. And all the pictures of God is a white male. You would have to go to, I don't know who would have it. You'd have to go into maybe, I don't know, an all-black church. Keep going church to church to church to church church. You might find one maybe that has a black God, picture of black God, but all these pictures of God, they're white. So just think about that. So why is God a man, a male? All right. Because they use a male pronoun. All right, so we have Malachi. Have we not all one Father? Now remember, the father is the head of the family, which maybe that's why they're calling him a father. Like I said, he's a spirit, he's a bright light, and he doesn't have genitals. So if people think, and remember, God made man and woman in his image. God made man and woman in his image. So, yes, the writers are telling you that, leading you to think that he is a male gender. So you tell me how, first of all, where did God ever say, I'm a male? There's nowhere. Nowhere in the whole Bible where God said, I am a male. So what gives the writers the idea that God is male? There's nothing. I looked. There's nothing. Except in the New Testament. I mean, and that's not really even that either. So he is referred to as the father, but that's more basically the head of the household. More of a reference to that. And obviously he is our parent. And he calls himself, so he's going to act like a mother. I'm going to act like a mother. Isaiah. The New Testament misquoted this to make it seem like it was Jesus. I've gone over that. Romans, Genesis. God said, let us make man in our image. Those humans, they say man and woman in my image. I still think that means imagination, but But image could also mean like, how sometimes a father and son, they might look alike, but they also walk alike. They spit. They do. The dad pulls his hat off just like the son pulls his hat. They always have traits just like each other. That's more what they mean, I think. All right. No one has ever seen God. So why do we think he's male? Except for the white male writers who obviously favor the males. But he made both male and female in his image. So like I said, I challenge anybody to find, number one, where did God say I'm a male? Number two, where's there proof that God is a male? How do we know? Everything that we judge to be a male, God doesn't have. He doesn't have a body, doesn't have genitals. He's got personality of both male and female. He can be a mama bear and a papa bear. You know what I mean? So show me where God said I'm a male. It's not there. He never did. He wouldn't, because he's not a human being. Where do you think all our traits come from? If God was just a man, I mean, first of all, it would really limit him. You know what I mean? He'd be really limited. Scroll through a few more of these before I get done. Shut some of these down. All right. There's my, I'm just looking for my jet. There it is. All right. Make sure I go on through all these tabs because I'm getting up on an hour here. So let me make sure I've gone through all of them. I think I did. Yep, I think I did. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. I challenge anybody to show me where God said he's a male and show me why it's not. And you know what? Everybody wants to make him into a man to worship. It's like a demigod, half man, half God. So if you can turn God into a man, in fact, here let's just pull up God before I sign off here. I'm going to show you. If you pull up God, let's see the pictures of God, huh? Let's see pictures of God, which obviously there isn't any. This is humans' vain imagination. Here, having a God that you can draw a picture of. And you know what's weird? There's a lot of cultures, like religions. I'm trying to pull this up. It's not working. There's certain religions that have the female as the God. As a matter of fact, you know what? I just heard today. I think it was today. I was watching Neil, or listening on my headphones. I was cutting grass. But I just heard Neil from Gnostic Informant. He just put up a video today about the first recorded God in history, and it was, actually, I do believe now that the Earth is more than 6,000 years old. He's saying hundreds, thousands of years. I don't know about that. I don't know how old. None of us know how old the Earth is. Not one of us knows. Some people say it's millions of years old. Some people say 6,000. Well, no, I think the book started 6,000 years ago, if that. But I don't think that's when civilization started, because, what does everybody say? Well, if the first modern city was Babylon, then how did Cain get cast? If you only have 3 people on Earth, how does Cain get cast off to another city? All right, good night, D. I'm there, right there with you. I'm gonna be signing off here too. Good night, D. Be blessed from grace. Yep, I'm gonna be right behind you there. Yeah, I got up early and went outside, and this morning I went down and got some plants and took my plants that I had up here, and anyway, it's a long day outside. I saw that the oldest God as a, yeah, did you see that? Yeah, the oldest God was a woman, according to I don't know, history, I guess. No, I couldn't, I was cutting the grass. I heard most of it. I wasn't watching it though. Late night Gnostic, is that what it was? I don't know. I was on the lawnmower listening on my headphones. Yeah, I like his work. It's funny. I saw a picture. I think it's on his Facebook or something of him and his brother a few years back, and he looks so young, like just a young kid, just a kid, and he had his arm around his brother, and his brother is now in a vegetative state. I don't know what happened to him. A very young man in a vegetative state. But anyway, there's a picture of happier times with him and with his arm around his brother, and he looks so young. He looks so young, like 15. And anyway, he's really grown up a lot. But I really like his work. I think he's good at what he does. You know what? He's only had his channel like a year. He's already got, I don't know how many thousands. Unbelievable. His channel just shot out. You know, that's how good he is. He did real good. You know, springboarding off of the other guy. Yeah, his brother. He goes to see him sometimes. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the brother, but he's in a nursing home, as Neil says, shitting himself all day, and doesn't know why they're keeping him alive. And anyway, it's another reason why he doesn't think there's a God. You know what I mean? To Neil, that's kind of proof that there isn't a God. And I remember him one time talking about why he doesn't think there's a God. The brother was one thing, and like if there's a God, okay, never take a moment for granted. That's right. Yeah, there's a picture of him and his brother from way back. Anyway, what was he was saying? His point was, okay, so you all go. So your brother, something happens to your brother. He's in a coma. You all go in and pray, God, help my brother who is in a coma, get him out of the coma and help heal him. Okay, so if your brother comes out of the coma and gets healed, God gets the credit. If he doesn't come out of the coma and shits himself the rest of his life in a vegetative state, as he says, it wasn't God's will, or I mean, so the way he's trying to say is then God gets off the hook. It's a win-win for God. If the brother gets healed, God gets the credit. If he doesn't get healed, God gets off the hook. That's how he sees it. And he also sees why there's no God is because this is a planet filled with like the whole world, the life on this world, in the world, humans and animals, all, you cannot, in order to sustain life, something else has to die. Either an animal has to die or a plant has to die. But the energy has to be transferred from a plant or animal. Either a plant or animal has to die so you can live. So none of us can live unless something else dies. Every day, something else has to die to keep us alive. He doesn't like that. Which is kind of true. Something does have to die. Even if you're a vegetarian, man, your salad was happy out in the garden a minute ago, and now it's on your plate. So something always has to die in order to keep humans alive, and he just doesn't see what kind of God would have that kind of a system going, where every day something has to die in order to keep you alive. It is kind of a weird system, you gotta admit. So I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know. Anyway, so hopefully tomorrow night I'll be going over Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'm telling you, this burn, you gotta use aloe. I'll just show you real quick. All right, so I got an aloe plant on next to my desk here, a big giant one. Let me see if this will turn on. Will it turn on or no? Come on. All right, so I have this here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little piece of aloe off of the. Anyway, I cut the tip. I can't see it. I cut the tip of the plant off, little tip, and then here it is. And when I cannot open it up. You know, right now I'm just squeezing out the end like it's a tube of toothpaste. So anyway, aloe is so good for so many things. So it needs to get more credit. Anyway, so I'm going to pray us out and get off of here and do stuff because I've been outside all day. Oh, boys, we had a great day. Anyway, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Father in heaven, for gathering us once again and all of our blessings. Amen. Well, thank you, Grace, for being here, and Dee and John. It was nice to see John stop in. You know who was really nice to see stop in was Malone. It was nice. Anyway, all right. Well, love you guys. Thanks for coming. I hope to see you tomorrow night. Have a great rest of the evening and have an awesome day tomorrow. May God bless you abundantly. Good night, everybody.